Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we'll have for you is episode 11 and the final episode of season 1 of my Derby County FM22 save. If we hit 20 likes on today's video, it's a big ask, but if we hit 20 likes on today's episode, we've not hit that throughout the whole series, but if we hit it on today's episode, I will do season 2 for you guys. It will be bonus content. This will be going out then on days like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, when I'm not meant to upload on this channel. So it's up to you guys. If you guys want to see season 2, make sure you drop a like on the series. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 200 subscribers. Trying to hit that by the end of the year. So if you could subscribe, that would be massively appreciated. Today though, well, not today. We can mathematically avoid relegation in this game. We're going to be playing every single game until, fingers crossed, we avoid relegation. We're 9 points above the drop zone currently with 4 games to go. If we win this and Preston don't win, then we've avoided relegation. If you look, actually, the last time you were with us, I believe, was this game against Coventry, and then since then, we've picked up 7 out of 9 points. If I am mistaken, I don't think you saw any of the other games. If you did, I'm not really too sure, I can't remember, but we beat Preston 3-1 at home. I believe you didn't see this game. Johnson, Wickham, and Ben Arthur with the goals in that game. We then drew 1-1 away to Swansea. And a game that I literally played just this morning, we managed to beat top of the league Fulham 3-0 at home. Connor Wickham with a brace and Daniel Johnson getting a go in that game. Wickham, to be fair, has been absolutely fantastic since he's come in. I think he's got 6 goals in all competitions, 5 goals in the league. I swear he said he had 6. I'm not really too sure, but he's got, well, 6 goal contributions in 6 appearances. So the guy's been absolutely fantastic since coming in on a free transfer. We now have this game, though, against QPR to, fingers crossed, mathematically avoid relegation and prove to you guys that it is doable, even with the terrible squad that we have got. If you trust the process, and, you know, Derby, if you're looking for manager applications, I'm proving that I can easily do it here. Just sign Craig Conway, sign Connor Wickham, you'll be fine. Let's get into this match against QPR. Here we have it then. This is the team that I'm going to be using for this game away to QPR. We've had to rotate quite a lot because we've got a lot of tired bodies out there at the moment. So we've got Marshall starting in goal, a back four of Mumba, Bielik, Stearman and Mason, a midfield 2 of Knight and Bird. Benarfa on the right, Joswiak comes in on the left-hand side and Sibley is in behind Kazim Richards. I'd like to have started Wickham and prove to you guys how good he's actually been for us. He's so good at heading that ball. When Buchanan's whipping them balls in towards the back post, Wickham, he wins them 9 times out of 10, and a lot of the time he's getting them on target, and most of the time he's managing to find the back of a net with them. So we'll get into this game. There's a lot of pressure on the players' shoulders. I mean, we've got plenty of, we have 4 opportunities just to win 1 match, pretty much, to avoid relegation. We should hopefully do that. I mean, I think Peterborough were confirmed to already be relegated. As it stands, we are staying up. I believe that's how maths works. No, maybe not. No, because when well, I mean, if you look at the goal difference, we're not mathematically safe right now. But if it stays like this, we're pretty much safe. It needs to be like a 17 goal swing, which I just don't think is realistic, to be honest. First highlight of the game then. Ben Arthur crosses the ball in towards the back post, cleared by Dickey. Goes all the way out to Mason on the far side. Can he get a ball into the box? He does. Kazim Richards is there, and Kazim Richards is brought down. It's a penalty to Derby County. There's a lot of pressure on Hatton Ben Arthur's shoulders here to put the Rams ahead and put them in a fantastic place to avoid relegation. He steps up. He scores. The keeper guesses the right way. It's QPR 0. Derby County 1. Ben Arthur, only his 3rd goal of the season. He came in midway through the season, but it's a great penalty. He finds the corner. And we take the lead in what is not really a 6-pointer because QPR actually, I mean, they're not chasing the playoffs. They're nearly 20 points behind. But it's a massive 3 points for us. They don't really have much to play for. So maybe they've slightly rotated, going with a little bit of a weaker side. But that is a massive goal from Ben Arthur just before half-time. QPR put a ball into the box. And QPR equalise. Chair with the set piece. It's quite a narrow pitch, is this? And Rob Dickey's a very good header of the ball. And he's pretty much just had a free header. I mean, he's quite far out. I don't know who's meant to be marking him. I think it's Sibley. It's a fantastic header into the top corner. Marshall stands no chance. And just before the halfway point, QPR draw back level. But we're going to go straight away from the kickoff. Stearman carrying the ball forward. Goes out wide to Mason on that left-hand side. Manages to get past his man. Plays a good ball down the line into Sibley. Cuts it back to Joswiak. Bit of space for him. Rabona across. Kazim Richards with a shot, but it's blocked. That is the sort of things we have been missing with Joswiak. We've not really seen much of him in this save so far because of well, he's really bad injury that he got. He was out for so long, wasn't it? Half-time, QPR won, Derby County won. I mean, a point's not the end of the world. We've actually been probably the better team in that first half. We've just not really taken our chances. This is exactly why we need Connor Wickham on the pitch, because we'd definitely be winning right now if he'd been on the pitch, because he scores goals. We'll probably get him on for Joswick. I can put Kazim Richards out on that left-hand side. That's a substitution that we will make right now, actually. But if we go over to tactics, Kazim Richards, I mean, he can't really play on the left wing, but he can do a job there. Get Connor Wickham on. He's fantastic at heading the ball. We'll also get Daniel Johnson on for Sibley. And final change, we'll get Graham Shinney on for Jason Knight, just because he's on a yellow card. So they're the 3 changes that we're going to make. Just over half an hour for them guys to come on and make an impact. Johnson needs to do a little bit more for me. I've not really been impressed with what I've seen from him so far. QPR have a throw in though. Chair on the ball is a very dangerous player. I remember when he was playing against Bradford every now and again. He was a very, very good player. Can't remember who he played for. Was it maybe Stevenage did he play for? I'm not really too sure. No, I think that was Luke Freeman. I don't know who Chair played for. Maybe I'm not even thinking of the right person. Anyway, Thompson in on goal on the left-hand side. Bit of space for him. Gets the ball into the box. Bielik deals with it and he hammers it forward. Not really what you want to see Wickham chasing after the ball. He needs it towards his head. That's all he can really do. Thompson, good inception though from Bielik. He's been very good as Bielik, to be fair. Didn't start out the greatest when he came back from injury. I think it's taken him quite a while to settle down to life in the Championship. But Dykes is in on goal here. Dykes strikes. And thankfully, it goes just over the bar. I think it's actually hit the crossbar. Marshall was scrambling there. We'll put it on to positive, because a point at the moment isn't enough with Preston also drawing. So we could kind of do with the win here. As I said, we're just going to play as many games as it takes to mathematically prove that we've avoided relegation. Are we going to see any more highlights? We'll chuck it on to attacking as well. Give them one final piece of encouragement. I mean, QPR have actually been it's been a fairly even second half, to be honest. They've probably been the better side in this second half. We're not going to see another highlight. Look at our expected goals. How have we only scored 1 goal from nearly a 2.5 XG? Full time, QPR won, Derby County won. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we should have won that match based on the chances that we created. Unfortunately, we didn't. Now we've got another game. I'm not really too sure who against. How did Preston do? No, Preston actually lost. Wait, have we done it? All right then. Well, that wasn't part of the script. It's a late goal from Fulham, and we've avoided relegation. That's a lot easier than what I thought it was. Well, we've avoided relegation with 3 games to go. Let's have a party. Here we go, the confirmation email from our press officer. Derby ensure survival. Derby have secured their place in next season's Sky Bet Championship after officially avoiding relegation. Derby will certainly look back at some great wins along the way, with perhaps the most notable including a highly impressive 5-2 dismantling of Huddersfield, an emphatic 4-1 win against Reading, a comprehensive 3-0 triumph versus Fulham, and a comfortable 3-0 humbling of Swansea. With 45 points from 43 games, the Sky Bet Championship team were rarely in the sort of relegation trouble that many had predicted, and were instead able to enjoy a much more successful campaign. Derby have been playing far beyond expectations all season and find themselves in 19th in the Sky Bet Championship. Derby have only won 1 of their last 5 league away games. Derby's strong early season form has put some pundits backtrack on pre-season forecasts of relegation, as the club climbed as high as 16th in the table. Also confirmation, Derek Adams has been sacked by Bradford City. He seems to get sacked in every series that I do. Not ideal. I mean, Lee Bowyer is currently one of the favourites. Not great. I don't really know what we're going to do now, because we've only played 1 game and, well, objectives being complete, hasn't it? What I think I'm going to do now then is play this Bristol City and the Blackpool games off camera, and we'll come back for the final game of the season, a 12:30 kickoff at home to Cardiff. Once again, if that's on TV, Sky Sports not caring about the fans either. But yeah, not ideal for that kickoff time for the fans, but we've avoided relegation. Let's have a party. We're unbeaten in 5 matches. Let's keep it going. Bristol City are at home next. I'll probably just inform you what the results are as we go through it. Well, this game against Bristol City hasn't exactly gone to plan. First defeat in 5-6 games, something like that. We actually took the lead through Jayden Braith, but because of a brace, thanks to the former Bradford City player, Naki Wells. How I love this man. I mean, we might have to sign him. I didn't mean to click that button. I just wanted to prove that he'd been at Bradford City, and it didn't really work. He was with us for a whole 2.5 years. Oh, what a man. Well, we've lost that game. Not ideal, but we've already stayed up. It doesn't matter. They're probably just slightly hungover from the celebrations. Let's get into the game against Blackpool. Is it the second to last game of the season? Joswick's injured again. Brilliant. Is it at home or is it away? We're away to Blackpool. I mean, it's a good job that we're already avoiding relegation, because again, it's another game that's just not gone very well. Tyrese John Jules has scored 2, Probably should have had 5 or 6. He's had a lot of really, really good chances. And it's going to be back-to-back defeats. At least we scored in the last game. This game, I mean, we scored, but it was offside, I think, so it didn't count. But it's just not gone very well these last couple of games. Thank God that we're already safe and there's no chance of us going down. I think if the results stay like this, Huddersfield are also going to go down, which as a Bradford fan, that's what we always like to see. Ignore Connor Wickham there. He's just, you know what I mean? He's on holiday. He's having a party. We're already staying up. It's not the end of the world. We've got one final match then against Cardiff City then. As you can see here, it didn't go very well for us. We shall give them some constructive criticism, shall we say. And let's move into this final match then against Cardiff, who have actually just dropped into the relegation zone on goal difference. So we're pretty much guaranteed to finish 19th. We definitely can't go up. The only way we can go down is if Luton win and we lose by a considerable amount. So I don't really see that happening. So we probably are going to finish 19th. We do want to beat Cardiff though, just because, well, to annoy their chances of surviving relegation. How did Preston do? Preston actually won their last game. And Cardiff, how did they get on? Where are Cardiff? Why can I not see Cardiff? Oh, they lost 2-0 to Birmingham. They got a red card in that game as well. So let's get into this game then against Cardiff. Some more transfer business for us. Callum Hendry is a striker who will be joining us on a 2-year contract in the summer. We also have an option of a third year. 6k a week. Looks like a very good striker. 3.5-star current ability. 3.5, potentially 4-star potential as well. At only 24, it seems like a no-brainer on a free transfer. So he's in, I think he's currently at Kilmarnock, but he might be on loan from somewhere. If we just wait for this to continue, we can go back and have a look. Of course, this will be the time where it takes quite a while to load. So there we go, Callum Hendry. He is currently at Kilmarnock. He's on loan from St Johnstone, I believe, maybe Aberdeen. I'm not really too sure, to be honest, but he's ours basically. He'll be joining in a couple weeks' time. Here we have it then. This is the team that I'm going to be using for this game at home to Cardiff for the final game of this season. As I said, if we hit 20 likes on today's episode, I'll do a second season for you guys. I've kind of gone with a little bit of a team which consists of players who are probably going to be here for next season. So as you can see, some of the players who haven't made the squad. Burney's also suspended, by the way, so I don't think he's going anywhere. But we line up in our 4-2-3-1 formation. We've got Allsop starting in goal. A back four of Mumba, Bielik, Velasquez and Buchanan. I know I just said that we're going to be using players who are here next season. Mumba's only in because he's the only other right back with Burns suspension. Bird and Knight starting midfield. I've been very impressed with them two so far this season. I'd like to see them, contribute a little bit more to the goals, but they're not doing too badly. Sibley starts out on the right. Braith starts out on the left. You know what? If Braith's not going to be here next season, we'll get Joswiak in for him. And then obviously Johnson is in behind Jack Stretton up front. Just because Wickham, as much as since I've been praising him a lot, in the last 2 games, he has been very, very poor. So we'll get into this game against Cardiff. Make sure you drop a like on today's episode as well if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new as well. It's free to do so and it does massively help out the channel. Let's get into this game though against Cardiff. It doesn't really mean much for us, to be honest. They're kind of just playing for places next season. We've got a lot of players joining us on free transfers in the summer. So we'll have to build our team around them players that we've got there. Some of them we might have signed. At the time, it seemed like a good signing. Now, when we get to the summer, we think, nah, we've moved on from players like that, and we'll probably end up selling them or loaning them out. But Bird is on the ball here for us. He goes into Jason Knight. Velasquez got an opportunity in this game, and he goes into Buchanan. Down the line to Joswiak. Gives it back to Jason Knight. Looking over the top for Buchanan. In on goal. Can he finish? He's gone all the way to the byline for some reason. He cuts it back to Johnson. Goes to the byline. Gives it back to Buchanan. Ball comes in. Joswiak's there. He lays it off for Bird, who strikes. And Max Bird gets his 3rd goal of the season. Just before the 10-minute mark. It's Derby County 1. Cardiff City 0. We take an early lead in this game. Like I said, it doesn't really mean too much. All it means for really is who's going to stay up between Cardiff and Preston. I don't think Luton can go down. I'm not really too sure. Luton might not even be in the relegation battle. I'm pretty sure that it is Luton who are the other team that could potentially be dragged into that relegation fight. But I've not really kept an eye on them, to be honest, in the last couple of games. So they might already be safe. Luton technically aren't already safe, but I think it's very unlikely for them to go down, to be honest. Velasquez is on the ball here. Goes down the line to Buchanan. In to Joswiak. Bit of space for him here. Been given an opportunity. Starting out on the left-hand side, which he usually starts out on the right, but he's been given an opportunity on the left-hand side. Knight with the ball in. Sibley's at the back post. And Louis Sibley has his 2nd goal of the season. It's a great ball in from Jason Knight. Just as I was saying before this match started, I want to see him getting more goals. I want to see him getting more assists. It's great. It's a fantastic overload on this left-hand side. A 3-on-2. Knight's got loads of space. Takes a touch. I actually thought that was more of a shot. The keeper comes for it. It curls away from him. It's a fantastic ball in. And Sibley gets his second goal of the season. Being a very versatile player for us so far this season. Played midfield, played on the right, sometimes played on the left, mainly played in behind. Well, it used to be Sam Baldwin, didn't it? Now it's been Wickham and Kazim Richards who's throwing a paddy. I'm so glad Kazim Richards is leaving. He's absolutely terrible. Yeah, he scored like 9 goals or something for us, but apart from that, he's been absolutely woeful. Stretton gives the ball away though, and Cardiff have a chance to counter-attack us here. Flynn on the ball, bit of space for him. He goes back to Morrison. Very good player at this level, and he looks over the top, but that's easy for Buchanan to deal with, and we'll go once again on the attack. That's a good tackle though from James Collins. Rolls on the ball, gives it to Colwill. Goes all the way back to Morrison. They're going to try that long ball again, looking for Kiefer Moore, and brings it down and gives it to Collins. Moore into Jota. Bit of space for him. Takes a shot on, and Allsop has no arms, so Cardiff have a goal back. I mean, I've said it in previous episodes, I'll say it again. The first priority in the summer transfer window is a goalkeeper. It absolutely has to be a goalkeeper. Because I think Marshall's already leaving the club. Allsop, I mean, he's barely good enough to be a backup goalkeeper, never mind a first choice at this level. What the hell is that? How can you be getting beat at your near post from a shot which has that little power in it? And now Cardiff have a free kick, which Jota will take. Already got 1 goal in this game. He's gone for a second. It's off the crossbar. Very good opportunity there for Cardiff. It's a good strike, but thankfully for us, it doesn't find its way into the back of the net. Approaching half-time, it's been a game of very few chances, to be honest. They've already going more attacking. They need to go for it. They have to win. As it stands, they're getting relegated. I mean, they need to win, to be honest, because of the goal difference. They absolutely have to win. And thanks to us, it doesn't look like they are going to be doing that. I mean, they're struggling a lot in real life at the moment at Cardiff because of the Mick McCarthy situation. I know he's obviously left now, but it seems like his reign there, the poor form is still lingering there at Cardiff City. But Mumba is on the ball here. Final appearance for the club, probably. Gives it into Johnson, who loses it. But Bird picks the ball up into Stretton. Into Jason Knight. Looking over the top for Daniel Johnson. He takes a shot on. That is a fantastic save from the former Charlton man, Dylan Phillips. That is a great save, to be honest. And now we have a corner early in the second half. Sibley. Ball comes in towards the back post. It's cleared, though, by Kiefer Moore. I don't know why we're aiming for Jason Knight there. At the back post, to be honest. But substitutions doesn't really matter in this game about fitness and all that sort of stuff because it's the last game of the season. Sibley on the ball, takes a shot on. Oh, what a goal, Louis Sibley. He's proving that he wants to stay. He's got very good potential. He has the potential to play in the Premier League. That's what my assistant manager, that's what my scouts think. And that is why he's already got, he's got more goals in this game than what he's got for the previous games all during this season. It's a great strike from Sibley outside the area. He curls it into the top corner. It's Derby County 3, Cardiff City 1, and that surely puts the final nail in the coffin for, I think, is it the Bluebirds? Are they nicknamed the Bluebirds? Let's make some subs. We've changed formation slightly, and we have made our 3 substitutions. Wickham, Shinney and Mason are now all on the pitch. Mason, not really the greatest star rating, but Stretton's moved out to the left. Joswiak, Johnson and Buchanan have all come off. Some of them having good games, but some of them are very tired, and we don't want them to get really bad injuries, especially players like Joswiak. But Sibley is on the ball here, looking for his hat-trick, and he's fouled by Giles. And that's if Cardiff weren't already relegated, that's surely official confirmation. They're now down to 10 men. We've got to look to now play down the wide areas. If they're going to try playing narrow, just get it in that wide area. That's where we'll get a lot of joy now. We'll get them overloads in. Mumba with this throwing goes into Bird. Tries to whip a ball in, but it's blocked. It comes to Graham Shinney. Into Velasquez. Knight into Mason. Takes a shot on. Oh, Brandon Mason. What a way to get your first goal of the season. I don't actually know if he's contracted with us until the end of this season or the end of next season, but he's absolutely rocketed that one into the top corner. It's Derby County 4, Cardiff City 1. What a way to end season 1 as, I nearly said Cardiff City manager, as Derby County manager. It's an absolutely fantastic strike into the top corner with 20 minutes left on the clock. The clock? What were you, a chicken? We're looking to make it 5 here. Shinney on the ball now. Great ball into Sibley. He wants that hat-trick. Can he finish? Louis Sibley strikes, but he puts it straight at Dylan Phillips. That is an absolutely terrible shot. We'll go on to attacking. We want more goals. We want to, I mean, if we get 6 more goals, we'll end up in a positive goal difference. Free kick for Azia. Sibley, ball in. Wickham with a header. I don't know how that's not gone in. I think it's Wickham, Velasquez. I think even bloody Bielik had a chance at it there. 15 minutes to go. We have a corner. We've been terrible from corners. We literally cannot cross the ball in for the life of us. Mason, poor ball in, cleared by Morrison. Back to Mason, another poor ball in. Kiefer Moore clears. It comes out wide to Jason Knight. Shinny goes into Mumba, and that is the end of the highlight. They've offered absolutely nothing. We've dominated them from minute 1. Ball comes into the box, cleared by Potts. Chance for Cardiff to counter with Malbasic. I don't even know how you pronounce his name, to be honest. Rousey's on the ball now. Gives it in to Morrison. Cardiff got a couple of players on yellow cards. I mean, they've already had one man sent off in this game. Morrison, I mean, yeah, that's a great pass. That's straight actually to a Cardiff teammate. He has been absolutely woeful in this game. We've seen 3 highlights of him on the ball. Every single time he's just booted the ball straight to us. And we're going to look to come forward now with Mason. Goes down the line to Stretton. Mason on the ball. Base space, and he goes into Velasquez. Plays the 1-2. Mason goes all the way back to Velasquez. This is time he'll go into Shinny. Turns out, and he gives it into Bielik. Loads of space for Bielik to drive into. And that's what he does on this right-hand side. He's still going. Tries to find Sibley, but it's blocked. Bird plays it into Sibley. Into the penalty area now. He's brought down. It's a penalty. We've got a chance to make it 5. Connor Wickham's grabbed the ball. Although Sibley's taken it, and Sibley's got his first ever hat-trick for Derby County. It's his 4th goal of the season. He's only scored 1 goal prior to today's match, but on the last day of the season, he's absolutely put on a show for the Derby County fans. It's Derby County 5, Cardiff City 1. We're making up for the game that happened a couple episodes ago when we got absolutely battered by Barnsley, who are currently sat 15th, so they're only a couple of places above us. You know, Cardiff, I mean, I think Preston are actually losing right now, so there we go. Final game of the season. It finishes Derby County 5, Cardiff City 1. What a way to end the season when we managed to avoid relegation. We'll tell them that that's as good a win as you are likely to see. Very good win. Very happy with what I saw. In the end, we finished 10 points above the relegation zone. What a win. What a way to end season 1. What a series it's been. Here we have it then, the end of season review for Derby County for the 2021-2022 season. If we have a look at the new arrivals, we obviously had quite a lot of them. Connor Wickham was the only one to actually average above a 7. He got, 6 goal contributions in 6 games. In the final 4 games after that, he didn't get any sort of a goal contribution. He got a C for that. Banafa, 6 goal contributions in 12 starts. He got a B+. Mason did alright. He got a B-. Daniel Johnson got a C+. To be fair, 7 goal contributions in 15 starts is not terrible. Stearman wasn't our signing. Neither was Allsop, although he got an A. Braith got a D. They thought he wasn't very good value for money. I think 10 goal contributions in 19 starts is very good, to be fair. Craig Conway got 7 goal contributions in 12 starts. He got a B+. Rodwell wasn't the greatest. Spent most of his time in the under-23s, to be honest. Velasquez, I was actually quite happy with. He did all right in the 11 starts and 5 sub-appearances he made. Albert Adoma was very poor, to be honest. He was on 10k a week and only 2 goal contributions in 18 appearances. Not the greatest, to be honest. Ballymumba, he also got a C-. He got 10 starts, 12 sub-appearances, so we actually got a decent amount of playtime out of him, but for 300k, I expected a little bit more from him. In terms of the season results, the board are delighted that the team staved off relegation from the Sky Bet Championship. Apparently, our top league goal scorer was Kazim Richards. We all know it was Sam Baldock. Our average attendance was 83%, which is very nice. We ended up finishing 19th. They expected us to be competitive in the FA Cup. We ended up getting to the quarterfinals in that. In terms of the Carabao Cup, they expected us to be competitive in that. We managed to get to the semi-finals of that. We had an absolutely fantastic run in the Cups. Our biggest win was that 5-1 win against Cardiff. Our match to remember was a 2-0 win against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. And the goal of the season went to Jack Rodwell, as we thought it would, when we beat Huddersfield at 5-2 away from home. In terms of the finances, everything's in the green. Connor Wickham actually sold the most amount of shirts. Johnson and Banafa, 2 of my other signings, are also on those as well. We sold over 13,000 shirts, which is very nice. In terms of how we lined up, we rotated quite a lot, but we had Allsop in goal, a back four of Byrne, Stearman, Davies and Buchanan, midfield 2 of Bird and Jason Knight, Adoma on the right, Braith on the left, and Johnson in behind Sam Baldock. Obviously, his stats aren't there. He is still got his broken leg. I do feel a bit sorry for him, to be honest, because he did so well for his 20 goal contributions in 25 games. What a player. We are going to miss Sam Baldock. But fans player of the season went to Nathan Byrne. Young player of the season went to Lee Buchanan. Signing of the season went to Connor Wickham. Goal of the season went to Rodwell. Top scorer went to Sam Baldock. Ignore that. Most assists went to Buchanan with 9 for a left back. That's very good. Most man of the matches went to Byrne with 7. This is why we gave him a new contract. He's with us until the end of next season. I'm very happy with that, to be honest. Highest average rating went to Nathan Byrne, 7.1. Most passes completed per 90 was Velasquez with 64. Record breakers were Buchanan with his most assists, assists, most man of matches with Burn with 7, and worst discipline was Graham Shinnett, 11 yellows and 2 reds. That's why he's leaving us this summer. And there we have it then. That is the end of season 1. They've set us some budgets. They've given us an initial wage budget of £275,000 per week, but they've also given us a £10.44 million transfer budget. I think we've got to do a second season, haven't we? We just have got to do a second season. When we've got 10.4 million, I think we've just got to do one, haven't we? Make sure you drop a like. I'll consider it. 15 likes and I'll consider it. 20 likes and I'll definitely do it. Next season as well, they want us to fight bravely against relegation. I mean, considering the budget that they've given us, I think we can do a lot better than that, to be honest. I don't see why we shouldn't be doing that. I mean, if we'll go into the end of season team meeting, we'll tell them that we want to... I think we can avoid relegation. They're all happy with that. They all think they can stay up as well. I'm not going to make any promises for now. I mean, all them players are probably going to be leaving us. We'll try and move Ben Arthur on as well. We just need to do a lot better next season. But yeah, end the season break. They're going to be back on the 13th of June. We're going to tell them that they can go... Yes, we'll send them to the East Midlands. Yeah, we'll send them to Portugal. Why not? For a pre-season training camp. But that is where I am going to leave today's episode. If you have enjoyed, a like as always will be massively appreciated. More than likely, we will be back now for another season. Also, Watson and Cashin, we also triggered their 1-year contract extensions. Due to technological advances, the club's facilities no longer rank where they once did in the footballing world. The training facilities have been infected by these advancements. Improve the training facilities. I'll see you all later. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace. Did I see Simon Grayson's gone to the Bradford City? Simon Grayson has gone to Bradford City. He's returned there. What an awful manager he was when he was with us. He has returned, unfortunately. They finished 19th in League 2. Oh my God. I mean, no wonder why. Look at the state of that team. They're playing Keelan Lavery as a left winger. Bloody hell. Right, I'm actually leaving the episode here now. I'll see you all later.